الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين. Welcome to our class. Today we are going to talk about Unit 2, Form, Meaning and Function, Mega Goal 4. This lesson actually has been prepared by Gamra Nasser Gahtani and presented by Southernizzi. Okay, we have some objectives that we are going to achieve. Number 1, identify the use of present perfect simple and present perfect progressive, or sometimes they call it as continuous. We are going to differentiate between these two tenses. Number 2, practice using present perfect simple and present perfect progressive in context. We are going to show these tenses in context or sentences. Number 3, identify the difference between adjectives and adverbs. What is the difference between adjective and adverb? Number 4, identify the meaning of adverbs of manner. Okay, after that we have to revise the comparative form of adjectives and adverbs. After that, practice using the comparative form of adjectives and adverbs in context. Okay, how long have you been studying English language? How long have you been studying English language? So the question here about time. So we need a time here to answer this question. How long have you been studying English language? I've been studying English, for example, since my childhood, or for 5 years. Okay. Here I've been living in Riyadh since 2005. I have been living. So here we have structure, fixed structure to present the present perfect progressive. I've been living. I've been playing that game for an hour. While so wet, I've been washing the car. So we can recognize that we have used have been verb plus ing. Have been you playing verb plus ing. Verb plus ing with have. Okay. Actually, here we use the present perfect progressive tense too. Why do we use this tense? Actually, we use it to talk about an action that started in the past and has a connection with the present time. Something happened in the past or started in the past, for example, learning English. And I still learn English with the present time. The action may or may not have finished. Okay? May or may not have finished, still learn English, for example. Emphasize the results of the action, say how long something has been happening. Okay. Here, on the other hand, we are going to talk about present perfect simple. In previous slide, we talked about present perfect progressive, but here present perfect simple. What is the difference between these two? Here, this example actually clearly shows we have climbed 5 mountains across the country. We have climbed 5 mountains across the country. So here, present perfect simple used to say how many things have been done. Okay, but in the previous slide, when we talk about the present perfect continuous, actually say how long, the period of time. Okay, now we can use the present perfect and present perfect continuous with for and since. Okay, what is the difference with for and since? We use for to say how long this period is or the duration. For example, for 3 days. Here we have number, so we use for 3 days. But we use since to say the specific time, period of time. For example, since Friday. So here there is no number, but there is a period of time, the specific time, okay? We use all to talk about the duration of the action which may or may not have finished. Look at these examples. Actually, these examples obvious when looking at these examples that show the difference between using for and since. Okay, here the cat says, "Thanks, darling. I haven't eaten anything for 3 days." Here, for 3 days. "Me too, I haven't grabbed a bite since Friday. I have been looking all the week." So there is no number here, but here we have 3 days. Okay. To form the present perfect progressive, how can we make a sentence? We start with subject plus has or have according to the subject. After that we use been. Finally we use verb plus ing to show the sentence is progressive. Okay, the second one, to form the present perfect. How can we form present perfect or make sentence in present perfect? We start with subject, Ali, Ahmed, students, okay? After that we use has, have, according to the subject. We use has with singular, one person, but have with many persons. After that we use verb, three or third form of past participle. You can find the page that titled with irregular verbs if you have a regular verb, but when the verb is regular, we can only add ed to the verb. Okay, so here we don't have to put or use ing because it's perfect, only present perfect. But here progressive, we add ing. Okay, read the words and the chart below and find the sport that connects them. We need sports here, name of sports. According to the names here or words, we need to classify these words into groups and of name of sports. Okay, then complete the chart below with the name of sport. Okay, for example here, goggles, swim hat, swimwear, flappers, pool. We have to name them as swimming. Board, sea, swimwear, sail, wine. Okay. Snow, slope, mountain, gloves, snow, boots, skies. What can we say here? Trainers, net, ball, racket, shorts. What can we say here? Boots, gloves, shorts, rain, mouth guard. Okay. Here we can say surfing, ice skating, football, boxing, because we have mouth guard and ring, football because we have ball, net, trainers. Okay. Compare your answers and exercise with a partner. Ask and answer about different sports. Use the chart below or above for ideas and use the present perfect progressive tense. Here we have a conversation, short conversation. Do you know how to ski? Yes, I do. I've been skiing since I was 10 years old. How about you? I don't know how to ski, but I know how to play football. How long have you been playing football? So here we use present perfect progressive, okay? And we have ideas, we need to use it in present perfect, so we follow the structure of using this tense. Have, been, verb ing, since. We use since because here we use since because we have period of time. When he was 10 years old. Okay, here we have the question here, how long have you been playing football? So we need period of time or specific time also. Okay, what is the difference between the word fast here in the first and the second sentence here? The green car is the fast car. He drives fast. What is the difference between the first one and the second one? Okay. Here we move to adjectives and adverbs. We are going to talk about adjectives and adverbs. What is the difference between these two parts of speech? Number one, we have adjectives. We divide nouns or pronouns. These words are all adjectives. For example, here, a hot day. A hot day. We have an adjective before the noun. Here we have noun. Here we have adjective. So we use adjective before the noun. Hot day, green car, good boy. Okay? Other example, a happy camper. Happy camper. The second one, adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs. Okay, modify verbs. We add ly to the adverbs. For example, here quickly, this is adverb because we add ly to the adjective, quickly, carefully. Adverbs modify verbs. Many adverbs end with ly. Many adverbs answer the question how. The question how, or we use how to get the answer by adverbs. So how did he play football actually, or how did he walk? He walked quickly. You're eating quickly. Modify a verb. Okay, adverbs of manner express how something is done. The result here. They are normally formed by adding ly to an adjective. For example here, how did he explain? He explains or explained carefully. We add ly also here. Ly to the adjective. Careful, adjective. Carefully, adverb. So we call it as adverbs of manner. Sometimes an adjective and adverb have the same form, as we have discussed in the previous slide. He is a fast runner. He runs fast. The first one is adjective. The second one is adverb. How do we know this adjective? Because we use it before a noun. Here, before a noun. He is a fast runner. Runner is a person, so is noun. And fast adjective, here we use it before a noun. He runs fast. This actually the answer of how. Okay, he runs fast. He is a hard worker. Here we put it as adjective. He is a hard worker. He works hard. Actually, notice that we put adverbs by the end of sentence, but here before nouns. The adverb form of good is well. Good is an adjective. Well is adverb. Can Ali dive? Yes, he is a good diver. He dives really well, by good manner, well. Okay, comparative form of adjectives is used to modify nouns that compare two things with each other. We have adjectives here, for example, hot, good. But when we use it for comparison, we use it as hotter, better. But when we get long adjectives like exciting, we can say more exciting, more careful, because these are long. Comparative form of adverbs is used to modify verbs that compare the actions. We're talking here about something happening of two items. Earlier, father or father. Okay, adverb, early, hard, these are adverbs. Short adverb, we can say earlier, harder. But for long adverb, we can say more quickly, more slowly. Okay, here we are going to talk about similarity between two things. For example, skiing and snowboarding. I want to show that there is a similarity in the characteristics. Okay, we use as, space as, to show two items are the same in some way. For example, skiing here, we have skiing, kind of sport, and we have snowboarding, another sport. Okay, we need to show similarity between these two. Skiing is as dangerous as snowboarding. They are similar in danger. Skiing is as dangerous as snowboarding. We put adjective between as and as. We put adjective here. Look at the is actually here. It's very important to put it before this structure. Use not as, space as, to show two items. Use not as, space as, to show two items are not the same in the some way. For example, the fold-up bicycle is not as bulky as a regular bicycle. Here we have to use not after is, not before is. Okay, bicycle is not. Okay, and we do the same structure. Okay, read the advertisements for winter ski vacations. Complete the gaps with the appropriate word or words. He wants to use or fill the gaps correctly. You can say that, are you thinking of going on skiing vacation or skiing vacation? Do you ski as, space, he wants us to use and, good here, as your family? If not, then don't spare. There is a lot more to a trip to the snow. Skiing. There are lots of things you can do. Snowboarding, bobsled riding, snow scooting, and the space here, late, crazy snow rafting. Snowboarding is the space, popular, alternative to skiing. It is space, then skiing and a lot, space, fashionable, bobsled riding can be a lot of fun. tiring, and very scary. Why? Reaching speeds of up to 70 per hour. It's a lot. Space, fast than skiing. This is not a sport for the faint-hearted. Snow skating and snow rafting are fairly new sports. Both involve riding down mountain slope at very high speeds. Snow scooters are a space good choice for those who like doing tricks. If you like riding with friends instead, then snow rafting is the space choice. And remember, building a snowman is as fun space any sport. Okay, by the end we can get these answers here. We put adverb here. Good becomes well, more than skiing. Late, we put it at the same here. We have comparison between two things, so we use more popular. Easier, easy becomes easier. More fashionable. Here we have two things to compare, so we use faster. Good becomes better, and also better. Here, similarity as fun as any sport. Okay, which tenses are used in the sentences below? After the discussion of using the present perfect progressive and present perfect simple, we can recognize and know which tense is. Ahmed has been studying English for 3 years. Since he joined the scholarship, Ahmed has studied English language. Ahmed has been to Japan. Now we can recognize the sentences and we know in which structure. Okay, present perfect progressive, the first one, and the second one present perfect simple, and the third one, the last one, present perfect simple also. Okay, we have a summary here. We have present perfect simple and present perfect continuous or progressive are the same. We can create or make sentence by using have or has according to the subject plus verb ed when it's in regular form. Here actually we use present perfect simple. Why? Why do you use present perfect simple? To express and used to say how many things have been done. It puts emphasis on the action, how many things. For example, I have written 5 letters. I've written 5 stories, for example. So we use it in present perfect simple. But when we want to emphasize the time, we can use here present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive. Here we have time. Actually, present perfect continuous or progressive, we use it. We use have or has with it plus then plus verb ing. We have to put verb ing to show this is in continuous. Actually, a present perfect continuous or progressive express an action that started in the past and continue to the present time. For example, studying English. It puts emphasis on the duration or course of action, duration time, or the period of time. I've been playing football since 3 o'clock. So the most important thing here, the time. But here the most important thing is how many things have been done. Okay. Comparative forms of adverbs is used to modify verb that compare the actions of 2 items. but comparative form of adjectives is used to modify nouns that compare two things with each other.